Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the UMass Minutemen and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So UMass's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Trying to get started. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And Camario Taylor will be running the show. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. That's caught. It's West. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Mississippi State going up tempo. Sells to fake. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Extending the play. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Selling the fake. And his throw is incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's a draw. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Good job just to get rid of that one. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. Got his man in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The UMass offense returns to the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Down he goes. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Lets it fly. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Fields the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Mississippi State right back to the line. Trying to get the corner. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll keep it on second down. Quick step and go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to Fluff. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it on the counter. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Bulldogs line it up with a first and goal. On the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
When this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for running room. There he goes. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baldwin. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Drops back. It's Watson. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Second and long here. From the gun, looking for a man. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Look out! Another incompletion on third down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They give it back to him. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Mississippi State going up-tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
13 on the play. Coming up, 14.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've played 1 before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Searching for space. He gets a block. Made a defender miss. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Quick spin on the run. He'll be dropped. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. From the gun. He's there to make the stop. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. To the air, it's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Rush right in his face. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. The keeper on the option. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. No huddle here for the offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Caught behind the line. It's West. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll run it with Bothwell. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Hand it to the back. All over him immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Snap in the shotgun. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Snagged in the middle, it's Black. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's got enough. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on first and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. They're all over him. He sacked this defense all over him.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Red pass hits complete. Good, strong tackle. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Quick give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Moves the pocket. It's Watson. Left side is Griffin. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tries to get it himself. The Bulldogs will use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Mississippi State right back to the line. 2nd down to the air.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Unleashes it on the run. That's going to be incomplete. Going for Taylor wants to throw. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. This will likely be the last play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Wildcats chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac. Now back to your game in Stark Vegas. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Out wide left, it's West. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Handoff to the single running back. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working the ground game. Driven back. UMass quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Watson. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Hunt is on its way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Showing off the arms. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Wants to throw on first. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No midseason doldrums for these. As they push out the lead in week 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time.
Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Now give it to Fluff. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. The fake wants to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Good, solid pickup there now, and they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Long way to go on 2nd down. Complete on the left to Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. The UMass offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Dropping back, it's Watson. Look out! Trying to make something happen. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his man.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Knocked down immediately. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Trying to establish the run. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kick is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. Handoff from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Back's got it on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. Snapped on 4th down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll give it to Fluff. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. Bluff Bothwell again. Nice move to keep running. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll run it with Bothwell. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Looking for running room. Swamped immediately. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Right side, it's Griffin. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the convert the fourth down, and it paid off. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Moving the pocket, it's Watson. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're all over him. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Left side is Coleman Williams. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll run it with Bothwell. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying the left side. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They'll need a bunch on second down. Scanning the field, it's Watson. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. Gets rid of it.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Fluff Bothwell again. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They'll give it to Fluff. He's past the sticks. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This guy's been special. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.